my Super Smash Brothers, whatever shit, my other stream from earlier today. It was good for like the first hour or two, but then as the other hours hit, it started getting worse. I don't know why it's so fucking itchy. My shirt is anyway. What's up, unknown? But wow, we already got 2 people in here. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so this is the stream. So I wanted to talk about it because it's very. I'm okay. Sorry, I have a lot of speech mess ups and shit. So my fault if I sound a little rough in this video, or I'm not sounding, or I'm not trying to. I don't know the right words. Okay. Huh? Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Nothing bad. Okay. Anyways, let me get into it. So, basically, right now, I'm very aware that I'm mostly well known for Rayman content on this channel. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to say this is nothing about me removing those videos, or me deleting them, or me wanting to stop making Rayman content. This isn't about that. Okay. So, get those worries aside. I just wanted to make this not put this as clickbait, but I do want to discuss about Rayman and the what he's gonna be on this channel. So don't worry, it's not gonna be anything crazy, okay? But basically, what I wanted to discuss is, first of all, 1,340 subscribers. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to see more Rayman content and coming back for later Rayman videos. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you, appreciate that. But let's get that out of the way. So with Rayman content right now, I do have a lot I can redo, but there's stuff that I've already done pretty recently. There's a fire in my house, and I feel really bad for myself because there's a fire in my house. If there's a fire in your house, you need to put it out, bro. Look, what type of is it? I don't know what type of fire it is, but if you got a fire extinguisher, you gotta know how to use it. Look up a quick vid. Blow it out. Unless there's already fire people at your place right now. About that. But I noticed there's a lot of people that subscribe to me for Rayman, right? Which, correct, okay, and I'm happy about that. I really am, because I'm shocked that my Rayman in the Phantom Show blew up as much as it did. It's at like 11,000 views, and then my experience with Rayman Legends Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch. I'm putting out the fire right now with the fire extinguisher, or it's out, but I called 911. Hey, just to be sure. What's up, S-Class? Sorry for not mentioning anything. Just give me a second. But, yeah. So, I noticed, again, a lot of you guys are subscribed to me for Rayman. That is awesome. I love that people are coming over to the channel and subscribing for Rayman content. And again, my Rayman Legends Definitive Edition video is at 8.9 or maybe 9,000 views right now on YouTube. That is crazy to me, right? And now I have another video on Rayman that is at 1,500 views. It is me going over all the Rayman moments or Rayman bits in my me watching Rayman from Captain Laserhawk video. That video is at 1,500, maybe even 1,600 views right now, and it's still getting a crazy amounts of views. So people are really watching that video, and I already got like 5 subscribers from that video. So it's kind of crazy to think that I'm still gaining subscribers from these videos, and people are still watching those 3 little Rayman videos. And people are asking for more content. I can see it. I even got someone else commenting in my Smash Brothers video, like, hey, where's the Rayman content? Where is it, right? So I noticed people are saying, where is the Rayman content? When I have been posting Rayman content a lot throughout last year. I have made a video about Rayman 1, not the Rayman 1 Game Boy Advance, but the original PS1 version of Rayman 1. I made a video they're basically streams, but they're now videos because they're really old streams, so I just call them videos. But anyways, Rayman 1, PS1, my experience. I have Rayman 2, from the Nintendo 64, my experience on that. I have Rayman 3 GameCube version, my experience on that. I have Rayman, my experience on the Rayman 3 Game Boy Advance version of the game as a solo my experience video. I have a my experience video on that's like already 4 or 5 right there. Alright. I have a my experience on what is it? Rayman DS. Okay. I have my experience with Rayman Legends for the PS4 and all the origin painting levels. So I have my experience on that video. So that's already 7 different Rayman videos. Hold on, right there. I have my experience on Rayman Adventures, and I think it was like a 2-in-1, like Rayman 1. Okay, I'm gonna have to look back, but I have like 8, 9, 10-ish different Rayman videos that are like stream VODs and not really shorts that people aren't really seeing. Okay, which Rayman Raving Rabbits is a short, so go figure. Okay, now you want to come in? Okay, stay in here this time, okay? Sorry, my dog just keeps on. The door's open because I was slowly opening them, trying to let my dog in. Because my dog, Miss Piv's been scratching at the door, not leaving me alone for like the past 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes now as I'm trying to relax and chill. Okay, do you play the new Rayman game? The newest Rayman game. Oh yeah, I also made a video on my experience with the Rayman Sparks of Hope DLC. That's a short. Obviously, that's my most popular one. Obviously, but anyways, my point is, right, I have a lot of Rayman videos, a lot of earlier Rayman My Experience episodes that no one is watching, right? Everyone is watching those 3 other My Experiences, right? Which I have no problem if all you're on this channel to do is watch my shorts. I get that. I understand that. But on my homepage, there is a playlist on my homepage. Once you scroll past, my friends, all my bros and my brother and sisters' YouTube pages, my past YouTube history channels, if you want to check those out ever. And then after that, I think it's My Experience with Series playlist, where there's a big fat playlist with over 115 or 116 videos worth of content. Now, it isn't just all Rayman content. There is Bleach, Naruto, well, not Naruto. Surprisingly, I haven't made a My Experience with Naruto because I let Chris do that one. But My Experience with Bleach, Mario, Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, Steven Universe, Mega Man stuff, freaking Pac-Man, Crash Bandicoot, you name it. A lot of My Experience or episodes are dedicated to TV shows, video games, animated shows, cartoons, anime. There's a whole big-ass playlist full of a bunch of episodes with a bunch of content in there. Alright, that I've made over the past 4 years on YouTube. I've been making this My Experience series for about 4 years now. That is crazy. And I think, or maybe, yeah, it's 4 years. So literally in 2024, it'll be fucking 5 years old 5 years since I started the My Experience series. So there's a lot. Stay lifted, FN. Keep up the grind. Thank you. I will keep up the grind. And I wanted to mention, because I don't know if I'm going to be replaying a lot of the same content. Also, My Experience with Rayman And here's my experience. Like, here's the thing, right? So I have that big playlist with all the Rayman videos in there with all the Rayman videos, right? In there, there's Rayman videos that I've made in the past. Okay, for Rayman 1, Rayman 2, Rayman 3, Rayman 3 Game Boy Advance, Rayman Advance, aka, I have tons of Rayman videos. I'm not just a Rayman channel, okay? I am a YouTuber who does a variety of things. But I'm happy that Rayman just took off on my channel somehow. I just thought to get my thoughts on it because I'm a fan of Rayman as well. But I don't know if I want to dedicate my time to replaying, Rayman 1. Well, not Rayman 1 again, but Rayman. Well, I will. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird because should I this is my thought process, right? I already played most of the Rayman games that Ubisoft has made and released already. Like, the only ones that I am missing that people really liked was Rayman Origins. That's the only one I'm missing. The only one I'm missing. Really, the only Rayman game I'm missing that people really, really dug and liked. Other than maybe the Rayman Raving Rabbids Wii titles and stuff. Some of that shit. But, like, the games where Rayman is the main character platforming in those games, I have made videos sporadically about him and his adventures for that entire year. Like, not straight, but, like, sporadically. And I'm not 100% certain if I want to go back and, talk about Rayman 2 again, even though my Rayman 2 64 video is literally just a year old, or almost 2 years old now, right? I feel like it's still kind of too early for me to re-experience the game. I mean, maybe I could, re-experience the game right now. I mean, I do have Rayman DS on me, so maybe, fuck it, I could re-experience Rayman 2. But I can't really re-experience Rayman 3 because I don't have the disc on me, / I don't have the ROM file on me, and I don't have my school computer anymore where I played Rayman 3 originally on. So I couldn't play Rayman 3 even if I wanted to. Okay, so it's a little perplexing that I have to think about this shit now. Like, if I am to still continue doing Rayman, what am I going to be doing Rayman on? And then I thought of another idea, Rayman Mini, because I still can talk about Rayman Mini, of course. There's Rayman Mini. I haven't played Rayman Fiesta Run or Rayman Jungle Run, like none of the Rayman mobile games, okay? Because I have literally no access to them, and I have to buy them off of Ubisoft's store, okay, in order to actually play them. I can't just go and randomly download an APK or whatever the hell to play it. And also Rayman Adventures, I can't dive more into that. I mean, even though I wasn't really going to play it ever again, because Rayman Adventures to me was just Rayman Legends all over again on your mobile phone. I don't know, to me it just didn't feel like enough of a difference to me at the time to really not make a video, but really to play through all the way through. It just felt like Rayman Legends with a new coat of paint. Which, you're going to feel like that a lot with Rayman's mobile games because they're touch-and-go mobile games and stuff. But anyways, I was thinking, like, how am I going to continue this Rayman stuff on my channel if I don't have any content to make with him in terms of, like, video game and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, how am I gonna... Because this, in my brain, I was really thinking about this earlier when I was watching YouTube. I was like, how am I gonna continue making Rayman content for people that come back and watch it on my channel if there's really nothing Rayman related to talk about or bring up? Other than probably making, like, some goofy post. You know what I mean? I don't want to just post Rayman content for no reason. You know what I mean? I want to have a reasoning to post it. Like, for example, when I made my Rayman Adventures, my experience, I wanted to express my feelings towards that game in particular. I wanted to talk about it because I felt like like I said about Rayman Adventures, I didn't like the game that much, in my personal opinion. So like I want a feeling. I don't want to just do it because I'm getting views off of Rayman. This is my whole intention the whole time. It's just to get views off Rayman. It's like, no, dude, I want to just make stuff to make stuff, okay? If Rayman just happens to be one of the things I would decide to make, I'll fucking make it. I'll make a video on Rayman. But I don't want to just make a video on Rayman out of nowhere. And plus, what? I'm just gonna, because I was actually thinking about this. What? I'm gonna make a fucking my experience playing Rayman in Brawlhalla? I mean, I could do that, but like, that, to me, that isn't, I don't know. I feel like that's stretching the Rayman content. You know what I mean? I don't know if anyone knows what I mean in chat, but to me, clickbait, I'm not clickbaiting. If I was clickbaiting, I would be like, hey, this is nothing about Rayman. I haven't been talking about Rayman for 16 minutes. But, because literally that's all I'm talking about. Well, what's up, Lucas? How you doing? How you doing, Lucas? How you doing? I've literally been talking about Rayman for the beginning portion of the stream, so it's not clickbait. I don't know what your problem is calling this video clickbait. No, it's not. I don't know. What the fuck? I'm doing good. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing good. It's just, my goodness. Breath of the Wild today was wild. My Smash Brothers stream had a fuck up in terms of the audio, and I deleted it because I don't want to have a video with shitty audio on my channel. Kind of sucked because it got, okay amount of views. I was like, dude, okay, 65? Okay, shit, that's cool. Or whatever the fuck, and it just didn't happen, so I had to delete that. And now I'm making this because I'm just being very honest with my Rayman content right now. Like, I don't know what I could make other than having you guys wait a few months. And, you know what I mean? Like, and plus, I've already talked about Rayman Raving Rabbids for the DS, and Rayman, Rayman Hoodlum's Revenge for the Game Boy Advance in the same video. So for people that are asking me for other Rayman stuff, it's kind of weird. Well, I love it. I love it when people ask me, but I don't know if I should replay older Rayman stuff just for a newer version of a my experience video. You know what I mean? Like, now let me explain this as well. The only reason why I did that for Rayman 1 is because Rayman 1 was also on the Game Boy Advance, and, it was also on the Game Boy Advance. So that's the reason why I remade my Rayman 1 my experience. And also, my experience with Rayman 1 for the PS1 kind of fucked up near the end with Mr. Dark, so not a lot of people could hear what the fuck I was talking about in terms of talking about Mr. Dark in that stream. So that's another reason why I remade it, because I was like, oh fuck, this actually has a legit problem that I didn't notice because no one brought it up to me because no one was watching at the time, and I wish I knew about it, so I would have probably fixed the problem during the stream. So it's kind of weird that my footage got fucked up like that, but I still kept it up because I'm like, I don't want to like miss an episode of my experience or something like that, or I've already been sitting here for an hour talking about Rayman 1. I'm not just gonna delete it now, especially since I go so in depth with those my experience videos. Because if you remember back then when I was making my experience, now I just say shit's cool, I love this. I keep it brief, I keep it short now. But back then I didn't keep it short. I was long, I was not stretching it, but I was talking about each and every single level and depicting how much I love it and how much I hate it. Now, yes, it does get repetitive if you're watching my experiences every single week, but I try my best to make them not as samey as possible. But sometimes, inevitably, the content you're creating is going to feel samey to somebody, inevitably. You know what I mean? So it's inevitable for me to like really try and, like, I can make all the changes I want, but it's still eventually just going to be like, it's your style, dude. It's your style that's boring me now, or whatever. I don't know what's going to be coming for us in 2044. Dude, we all don't. We all don't. We all don't in the Western world. We all don't know what's happening in 2024. But I don't know why that dude in my chat just said, clickbait. You clickbaited me. I think he's a kid. I think Unknown's a child. Because I don't know. I think he was a kid. Like a little kid. I think he was a kid. I have a feeling he was. Because the way he was saying stuff, it just made me think, yo, is he like 5, 6, 7, 8, like on my page? If that's the case, I hope you weren't there for crazy vids. Because I don't want a parent watching my channel and then reporting that bitch, telling YouTube, this motherfucker is swearing on this video that my kid is watching. You know what I mean? I don't want to run into that. I really don't. Kids, if you're watching this or watching my streams later on afterwards or shorts, but yeah, that was my whole thing I wanted to start up this broadcast about. I wanted to start it up to simply talk about Rayman and the way I can go, because I can't play the Rayman fan game simply because I don't have a computer, and 99% of fan games you need a goddamn computer to play. You can't just play it on fucking console and be like, ooh, you know what I mean? I could release this and it's gonna be out. But and also another thing is why I haven't done any fan games or made my experiences on fan games. I like to keep it like by the companies. You know what I mean? I really do. Most times when I make it my experience, I like to keep it within the companies, like official products. Like, for example, like Super Mario RPG, that's an official licensed Nintendo game, right? I want to keep it like that, and I'm not gonna make my experience on Super Mario RPG the something Starline or whatever, where you know what I mean, where it's made by a fan. Okay, I'm not gonna do that, not yet anyway. Until maybe one day I get a computer or have a laptop that can actually run that shit, then it might be a little different. But until then, I'm gonna keep it based around like regular video game IP, IP and stuff. But anyways, matter of fact, I actually came in clutch a little bit because I was thinking about this and I was like, dude, Mega Man has also been blowing up on my channel a little bit too. Well, actually, not as much as Rayman, obviously. Rayman's been the thing that's mostly blown up on my channel. But I'm really glad Mega Man came in, because that was a lot. I still have to go through Mega Man games, because I uploaded Mega Man 0 recently, which, not a lot. It didn't get shown in the algorithm, or the YouTube Shorts algorithm too much, but whatever. I hope 02, 03, and 04 can do better. I need to make my... I am not going to read that. But, okay, that's... Oh, it says 2, okay. But yeah. I really... And it's like, I don't want to make Rayman content for the sake of Rayman content. Because when you start making Rayman content just because you want to... I don't know. What we talked about today? No, if you read it's in the title, like, about Rayman. Rayman is goated. Yeah, Rayman is goated. It's goated for sure. I love Rayman a lot, but because I was getting people asking me for it, right, today, in my Smash Brothers stream, in my comment section. Not only that, but, like, I feel like, I feel like I need to make more because, a lot of people are subscribing for that. And, I mean, they're probably subscribing and then forgetting about me because I'm not uploading Rayman 24/7, and they probably haven't seen all my content. But the thing is, I have a feeling that I might need to remake, like, my re-experience with Rayman 2, my re-experience with Rayman, not 1, but Rayman 3, simply because, a lot of these newer Rayman fans are just now coming to my channel. They were just now subscribing, and they are just now seeing my Rayman videos. So it's like, fuck, I have to make more Rayman content because I don't want to lose that potential audience. You know what I mean? So I don't know what other Rayman shorts I have to make next, but I do have one about Rayman Mini already ready to go. I just don't know when I want to upload it yet. I don't want to just spam my experience all day. You know what I mean? I want to do some streams as in betweens or whatever the fuck. Rayman needs a new game. I low key forgot about Rayman, dude. And you know what? A crazy thing about that, right? Is this generation of kids, Ubisoft doesn't realize what they're doing, but the more they leave Rayman out with no new games, the more Rayman kids are not going to be exposed to. He is going to end up like Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day if Ubisoft doesn't do something with him. Like, in my honest opinion, if Ubisoft does nothing with him other than just collaborations that keep him known by people because, like Brawlhalla and stuff. What? I mean, the day Rayman joins Fortnite, I don't know. He'll be known by kids worldwide, but like it's like, is that going to help his games? Is that going to help him as a franchise? You know what I mean? And sure, yes, Rayman, Rayman, Mario and Rabbids plus Rayman, that was an awesome DLC. I loved it, but I'm really wanting, and I'm starting to understand like the fan side of wanting strictly a new Rayman adventure, a new Rayman experience on your console, because the past few Rayman games have all been fucking mobile. Rayman moved to a mobile market behind our noses. You know what I mean? Rayman 4 still has not come out yet. You know what I mean? We've gotten all these side hustles for him in terms of being the collaboration character guy. You know what I mean? Or the guy that is like just known for being a part of collaborations. There's like really Rayman. The only game Rayman has right now in modern day is Rayman Legends, and that game came out nearly 10 fucking years ago. So we need a new Rayman game to dissect, to make as content. Not just for me making content on it, but we need a new Rayman game in fucking general. Because I feel like the fans have been waiting for about 10 years or so, maybe 10, 11, maybe even more than that now, for a single new Rayman game that isn't on mobile, that doesn't have the Rayman Legends aesthetic. I mean, shit, I will still take a game that has the Rayman art style because I didn't get to play Rayman Fiesta Run or Jungle Run, or, I didn't get to play those two. I did play a little bit of Rayman Adventures, Rayman Mini. You know what I mean? Like, Rayman should do a crossover with Mario. Technically, he already has with the Rayman plus, Mario, but I don't count that because Mario and Rayman never interacted with each other whatsoever in that DLC. It was weird. I was happy that Rayman is in the game, but it mainly focused on Rayman and the Rabbids. You know what I mean? Everyone that thought of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope starring Rayman, it was like, okay, Rayman is the star, but like, where is Mario? You know what I mean? People wanted Mario and Rayman to meet. I did too. I was one of those people. And just getting hyped to get a rabbit-themed Mario hat on Rayman's head and Mario getting a Rayman hoodie, I thought that those little picture scene moments were cool, but it's like, that's not as cool as Mario shaking the hand of Rayman. You know what I mean? Sora got to shake Mario's hand before fucking Rayman. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I understand Sora, Disney, and it kind of represents Disney and Nintendo partnering up for the last character in Ultimate. But a part of me just still wants Rayman to, like, be something, be some big thing again, have a fantastic game, show the world why you have some of the best platformers, and there's multiple reasons why Rayman hasn't been made, and I'm gonna go in depth with this since this is the vlog. I might as well just go in depth with Rayman. Excuse me. I don't know why I did that. Ignore that, okay? The reason why Rayman hasn't been getting any game is because the creator of Rayman left Ubisoft forever ago due to allegations of drugs, drinking, And I don't know the other allegations, but there's more than just those two that he was getting allegations on. So he left the studio. And once he left the studio, right, Ubisoft saw that if his name is not written on a fucking Rayman game, and I'm telling you this is facts. If his name is not on there, nobody buys that Rayman game. Dead ass. Or people still buy it, but it's nowhere near as much as when Michel Ancel, the creator of Rayman, is on the fucking board with it. Is on board with Rayman. I don't know why. But also, I think because Ubisoft doesn't actually know what to do with him, like literally what to do with him at all. And you know what? Ubisoft, this is also your fault too, if you think about it, because you haven't asked any developers for help on a recent Rayman in the past 10 years you've been releasing games. Right? You have made so much generation of children that could have grew up with Rayman to actually be like, I want to be a game designer. I want to design and make Rayman games. You lost so much potential audience with that potential audience. And now that audience is into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, not just Ubisoft shit, but into your whatever your shooter games are, or whatever your other IPs are that are already thriving and flourishing beyond belief. But yet Rayman is always being left in the darkness, always being left in the dust because you're too scared to do something with him other than a small mobile game with a small team that barely that knows Rayman, that knows how to draw him and stuff, but like are basically just getting their technique from past people that worked on Rayman and just making fucking or maybe just reusing assets, for Rayman and stuff from Legends and just pushing that shit into the mobile games and shit like that. You know what I mean? There's really, like, Ubisoft, there's really no reason you can't just give us a Rayman game. You could remake Rayman 1, a brand new version of Rayman 1 for everyone to play, with a better graphics, better background environments. The music can go classic and modern. Pull the literally I can give you ideas. Pull out the Super Mario RPG style of it all, like where you give us a modern classic soundtrack for Rayman 1, like the modern takes of Deep Forest. You know what I mean? Like, don't just make Rayman 1 1,000 times easier, change some of the level design. I don't know. You know what I mean? And it's hard. It's really hard to come up with games and develop for games today. And I know, and there's also another reason, right? It's also like money reasons why Ubisoft doesn't want to make a Rayman game, because think about it. Rayman is not their biggest IP anymore. Okay? Rayman is one of their better IPs, but like it's not Assassin's Creed. It's not Fallout, okay? It's not fucking whatever the hell other IPs Ubisoft even has, okay? Rayman, or it's not even the Rabbids. Even the Rabbids has surpassed Rayman in terms of IP, in terms of overall money-making machine. And that's fucking crazy that they have. And they literally existed off of Rayman at first. The Rabbids did anyway. The Rabbids literally existed off that man. And yet they got all that success from him. It's crazy. That's tough. Why so strict? Again, the reason why they're so strict on Rayman is because, one, they don't know what to do with him. Two, they probably don't have any developers left to work on Rayman stuff for them. That can actually come up with a good story for Rayman. Because think about it, Rayman Legends had no story. Rayman Origins had little to no story. Also notice that shit. No story to either one of those games. I think Ubisoft was more behind on that one. I know Michel, the dude who created Rayman was behind Origins, but still. Like even that, I think that game had like a smidge story, like about you saving the princesses and whatever, and yada yada yada, and all that other sort of crap like that. But Rayman is falling, okay? Falling down this rabbit hole. And how many promotions, Ubisoft, can you give to Rayman before he just inevitably sinks and he can never get out? And now what all that's left is Rayman fan games. Now, no disrespect to Rayman fan games. I love the Rayman fan games, how passionate they are in creating games, but there is a certain crowd out there that only want officially Ubisoft licensed Rayman projects. And that's the sad truth. I can play some Rayman fan games if they're really that damn good. I will go back. You know what I mean? I will play some fan games if I had a PC right now. But there's going to be that group of people that are going to be like, this isn't Rayman. This is unofficial. You know what I mean? This is fan works. I don't accept fan works in my reality. My reality is just regular Rayman from the Ubisoft gods. And again, it's sad that Rayman can't really get up off his feet, no matter what he does almost all the time. He needs to be the dude for collaborations. He was in, I remember he's in Captain Laserhawk, right? I enjoy his character there, but I also wanted him to be way more like himself than what Captain Laserhawk is presenting him as, because Captain Laserhawk, they made Rayman original, like normal, like the original at first, but then they wanted to make him more darker, more fucked up, more edgy to fit the show. And I get that, but there's probably a lot of Rayman fans out there that Captain Laserhawk fans, or Captain Laserhawk, the show writers and stuff, have pissed off simply because of making Rayman like Ramon. You know, like making Rayman into Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know what I mean? There's probably people out there. I mean, I like it. I love the new way they're going with Rayman, but it's not true to Rayman's original character. You know, Rayman's video games, right, were all, like you can tell, Rayman's games were all based off of evolution. Evolution in the gaming space at first, and as well, like the story and the characters were also so fun and bouncy and all that other sort of stuff. But in general, it was all about evolution. Look at Rayman 1, a really good-looking 2D platformer with stunning music, stunning backgrounds. Everything was great, minus the gameplay, minus how difficult it was. But you get the point, right? It was a great 2D platformer in terms of visuals, music, sprite animations. Even the animations feel so bouncy and not slow and sluggish and looking blocky or something that people really love to fucking complain about today. Rayman 2 was the jump to 3D. Rayman in 3 fucking D. That is insane. Rayman in 3D, that is so fucking rad. That's what Rayman 2 managed to do. Rayman 3 managed to just keep going with Rayman in 3D, but also update the designs because 3D graphics at the time are getting better. So Rayman 3 was the evolution of Rayman 2's 3D graphics and shit like that. That's what Rayman 3 was. Rayman Origins was a redefinement, an update to the 2D graphic art style that they pulled off in Rayman 1 and made it even better and smoother in Origins. Something Rayman 1 for PS1 can never match. The music, the bright atmosphere, the enemy design, the boss design. Rayman himself, everybody loved Rayman Origins so fucking much. It's one of the better selling Rayman games. Right? And then you got Rayman Origins, which took Rayman Origins, said, I'm gonna make well, a lot of people say Rayman Origins is still better than Legends simply because, like, the map of the world feels better. It feels way more interconnected, like an actual world, more than Rayman Legends, because Rayman Legends is just, you're going through a bunch of paintings, in and out of paintings, collecting teensies and all that other sort of stuff, which, no, hey, Rayman Legends is a fucking G of a game, but I feel like once I touch Origins, I'm probably going to prefer Origins as well over Legends. But that's just an assumption. I have to play Rayman Origins a full playthrough or so to get my truest, honest opinion on fucking, you know, that shit. But what Rayman Legends did was, my god, so many people in this game first dropped. The best 2D platformer ever. Rayman has literally defined 2D platformers. It is one of the greatest 2D platforming experiences you will experience. And I remember saying that in my experience with Rayman Legends video for the PS4 when I first played it. Thanks to Dave, giving me money on PlayStation to try to get me Kingdom Hearts, but but at least I had enough money for Rayman Legends at the time because I was interested in the Rayman series, and I bought that, and then after Rayman 1 was giving me shit, I decided to play some Legends, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And then I said, you know what, after a little bit of Legends, let me play some Rayman 2, and then that's how I got into the Rayman series. But because of Rayman Legends, because of how good and how great it is, it was fantastic for a lot of people, but yet, where did he go? Everyone, where is the evolution now? And then we had games in between those years, like all the Game Boy Rayman 1 and 2, the Game Boy Advance Rayman 3, Rayman Advance, and Rayman Hoodlum's Revenge, aka the game that takes place after Rayman 3, the technical Rayman 4. I don't know. A lot of people say other games in the series are the technical Rayman 4s, but they're not Rayman 4s. There's no Rayman 4 in the title of that shit, so. But I'll answer your question here in a second, Josh. So, where did Rayman go after the events of Rayman 3? Or Rayman Legends, actually? Straight to the mobile market. Or actually, no, even in between Rayman Legends' release and Rayman Origins' release, he literally had mobile games. These mobile games called Rayman Jungle Run, which is based off of Origins levels and design and all that other sort of stuff. Rayman Fiesta Run, also based off of Rayman Origins at first, but then also kind of grew into more of Rayman Legends stuff, right? So then after that, after Rayman Fiesta Run, Rayman Jungle Run, Rayman Fiesta Run. Then you had Rayman Adventures, which Rayman Adventures is different from Rayman Legends, but is it actually? I mean, Rayman with the bandana, everyone has new looks, which I kind of digged, and there was these dragon eggs you had to save. They were really trying to make Rayman Adventures very different from Rayman Legends, but to me, it's because of the gameplay and the overall visual design. That's what really made me feel like it was Rayman Legends all over again. But I could could have given Rayman Adventures another try if it was on fucking console. And what's crazy is fans actually had to take those levels and turn them into an actual gaming experience on your PC that you can actually mod your Rayman Legends shit with. So you can play those levels within Rayman Legends. And after Rayman Mini, after the outburst, the outcry that people thought this game sucked, Rayman has been out of here since 2019. 2019. If you're counting Rayman Mini, because Rayman Mini was 2019 type of thing. So, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. About 4 years. But if you're just counting Legends, then it's about 10. But in between Rayman Legends, the original game for the Wii U, PS4, Xbox, Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. Released, I can't remember, but it's somewhere in 2018, 20-something, right? They re-released Rayman Legends for Nintendo Switch because they were like, oh shit, Nintendo Switch, you don't have the best Rayman game on your console. Let's give you Rayman Legends with very little new content and call it the Definitive Edition. We'll give you all the skins from the PS3 version and Xbox 360, and you can throw in your Nintendo skins on top of that, so you get the best of all three worlds. You have all the levels from the original Rayman. You get all the levels from Rayman Legends, the original game, bundled in, all in there, stacked on top of Murphy's Touch, which is basically the only brand new thing that this game offers other than the Nintendo Switch skins. And I can tell you from experience that it is worth it if you really love Rayman Legends that much you want to buy it, which I bought it twice because I wanted it for my Switch. It is a great 2D platformer. Don't get it twisted. I am not disrespecting this game. I love Rayman Legends to death. But that Nintendo, Ubisoft, that was your opportunity to release a brand new Rayman game for the Switch. Because so many people, I'm telling you guys this, so many people would have bought motherfucking Switches to play the brand new 2D Rayman game. Deadass. 2D, 3D, no one gave a shit. if that was a new Rayman game exclusively for Nintendo Switch, Nintendo's about to be eating some hotcakes tonight. Nintendo is about to be eating hotcakes tonight if they did that. And guess what? Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, it did still sell pretty well. Obviously, it's just going to be stacked into Rayman Legends' original sales, but it did sell. Because people were like, oh shit, Rayman, cool. Let me get him on my Nintendo Switch. It's been a few years since I played Rayman Legends, of course. Okay? Yes, I remember me playing Paper Mario on the Switch. Now, Origami King, Origami was an experience. But let me read your comments. Let me read your comments, Josh. I got you. My fault. That's tough. Why so strict? Sup, Joe? Sup. So does Rayman ever stop fighting does he end up defeating main boss? Or is it endless like Mario? Okay. Rayman's world, each and every single game changes. Okay, so for example, the main villain in Rayman 1 is Mr. Dark. Cool. Rayman Jr., Rayman Math games. There's a lot of Rayman games that also came out after Rayman 1 that I didn't touch. Actually, I could download a PS1 emulator and play Rayman Jr., but am I really going to download a PS1 emulator to play Rayman Jr.? Maybe. Or Rayman Math games. Maybe. Okay? Maybe. Alex about to be learning math with Rayman. Okay, I will play those fucking games. I will play maybe Rayman Golf, okay, maybe for a video or something. I don't fucking know, okay, so I can at least talk about it and just get my thoughts on it and fucking dip. Because I love the Rayman franchise to death. But Rayman is a character that has different events happening for each game. Like, every single game Rayman appears in, the world is different, the characters are different. Well, some things stay consistent, like, for example, a fairy that looks after Rayman, the world is always dream feeling, Rayman himself stays the same, Glowbox and the Teensy stay the same. If you're playing Rayman 2 onward, because he's not in Rayman 1, probably not emulated games ain't your thing too much. No, emulated games, I'll do it if that's how I'm going to have to experience Rayman. I'll fucking do it for games that I can't experience otherwise, because a lot of those Rayman games you can't experience anymore. But yeah, essentially Rayman is kind of endless. You can make endless games from Rayman over and over and over again. He is kind of endless, but there is a story, like cohesive stories within each and every single game that kind of, loops you into it all and stuff like that. Kind of like Mario, but the difference is Mario kept going and Rayman just is slowly but surely falling off and then coming back. Rayman fell off like Crash. Actually, you can kind of say that, but kind of not, and let me explain why. The thing is with Crash, after Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3, and Team Racing, the Naughty Dog 4 games, which all those games are great, even if I'm not the best at Crash Team Racing and I actually prefer Mario Kart, but that's a thing for another day, right? Those games were fantastic. Every single goddamn game Crash Bandicoot had after Crash Team Racing was a straight downward hill until Crash Bandicoot 4 came out, because it was either alright, mediocre, or just straight up shit for Crash for years after this. Look at Wrath of Cortex. It is nowhere near the same polish as Crash Bandicoot 3, even. Look at Twinsanity for Crash Bandicoot. Is that game looking good? I mean, Twinsanity is infamous for its jokes, it had funny writing, but the game is broken as fuck, so of course. It's good in some regards, but also bad in others. I still want to play Crash Twinsanity and make a video on it, but I have to go buy Xbox for that, or find some Xbox emulator online, and if I had a PC, probably would have done it already, but I can't. So, I can't experience that shit. But, yeah, like, literally, games were just, like I said, were those 3 levels with Crash Bandicoot. That's why A lot of those games are either okay or or they're actually pretty sweet, but most of them were pretty shit. And you can sum up Crash's GBA trilogy as, okay, the Crash GBA trilogy is trying to be Crash 1, 2, and 3 on the fucking go. When, oh, and also, when Insane, well, actually, not really until Crash 4, I would say Insane Trilogy, then Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and then Crash 4. That was also when Crash was back. At least Crash came back and actually on console and provided us with great games. You know, with, not just, you know what I mean? But anyways, I swear on my life, I didn't know who Rayman was until I saw you play a game. Until you saw me play Legends. It's not as bad as that Paper Mario game you played on the Switch. Remember that? Yeah, Origami King, which I might play on the channel. Who knows? One day. Mega Man eventually has an end. The thing is with Mega Man, right? Let me explain this. Mega Man is a very open-ended series. And I say this because you can literally make Mega Man X4, right? And then also have Mega Man 12 and 13 release right after that game. And it won't fuck up the timeline because you already know all classic series happens way before the X series even starts. So then when you go into the X series, you know Mega Man 11 happened many years before Mega Man X1 even fucking happened. Even though the release order for each Mega Man game is sporadic all over the place. And then you know everything from... Yes, Louis' Tori plushie is in the background. Louis loves Tori, loves Meta Runner and stuff. Link, I got all these other characters back here. These are obviously Louis here. Some of these are Louis in the room. Welcome by into the channel. Welcome back. But it's hard to make concepts with Crash. He barely does anything. He's basically a video Looney Tune character. Yeah, he is. They literally, Naughty Dog based him off Looney Tunes and the old cartoons from back in that day, and Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario as inspiration. So that's how Crash came to be. He is supposed to be a Looney Tunes-esque character. He is supposed to be that way. That is Crash Bandicoot's essence, essentially. And I love Crash for that. He's a Looney Tune character just like myself. I am a Looney Tune. Alright, have you seen my energy in my videos? That's how I feel. I am a Looney goddamn Tune. Obviously, I'm not an actual cartoon. I'm a real human being with flesh and bone. But my energy kind of resembles a fucking Looney Tune character. And I love the dumb, idiotic character. It's amazing. But yeah. By the way, when are you going to play Adventure 2? When I actually have it in my... When I actually have it. Because I don't have it, actually. I don't have Adventure 2. But I made my experience on Adventure 2 because I emulated Adventure 2 on my tablet a long time ago. So that's how I was able to play Adventure 2 the first time. But same with Adventure 1 as well. But I actually got Adventure 1 on disc a year or so ago because of, not circumstance, but because Louie and I went to my gaming store, Zia, and we found it and we copped it. I also found Super Paper Mario there, but the disc was all scratched up and it wasn't working in my Wii. So I got robbed of Super Paper Mario, which I still haven't gotten that yet. I would love to play Super Paper Mario and give y'all a video on that. And maybe even play it on the channel sometime, because I'd love to play another Wii game and stuff like that. Think about it. What can they really do with Crash? How would a Crash open world look? You can just kind of make it like Twinsanity did. You know, base it off of Insanity Islands, base it off like ice, lava, like do the typical platformer worlds. You don't have to be omega creative with it. Look at Mario. Mario does the same 5-6 different areas every single time. Forest, jungles, forest / jungles, lava world, water world / beach world, grasslands. You know what I mean? They've been doing the same shit for years. Crash can pretty much do the same thing as Mario in terms of world design, but they have to be at least a little bit more... I'm not saying more creative... Well, more creative with it, because they gotta make it make sense. They can't just spam it like Mario can and get away with it, because Mario is way more of I don't know the word. Okay, true. They did make Mario sort of open world. Yeah, with like Odyssey, open sandbox. And even in those open sandbox in 64, what we see grasslands, deserts. Oh, also, Crash Bandicoot, I think, does have a desert somewhere in some way, shape, or form. Not many deserts in comparison to Mario, but you know what I mean? Crash can work like Mario. It's just they have to go about it in different ways. Same with Sonic. Sonic has to go in a completely different way than Mario. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Sonic fans will notice when Sega's fucking slacking. Look at how many times when they added Green Hill Zone to every Sonic game. By the way, I am going to make my experience on Sonic 1, so just wait for that. Okay, I'm going to replay Sonic 1 so we can finally see if my opinion on Sonic 1 changes. After all this time of me hating Sonic 1. Maybe my shitty opinion on Sonic 1 can actually change to, okay, I kind of like Sonic 1, you know what I mean? Or something. So, I'm ecstatic to get back into Sonic 1, so, when we get there, we'll get there. But that's for another time. Right now, again, I am still worried about Rayman, like the future of Rayman on this channel. It's not in jeopardy. It's not, like, I mean, it is and it isn't. Because I don't know what else to make Rayman content off of that deserves like a short in itself. Like I really don't. I have to probably wait till Captain Laserhawk season 2 releases all the episodes for me to see what Rayman does in that. Or I'm kind of stuck on what to make for Rayman content because I can't play the fan games, so that's out. The developers, Ubisoft, doesn't want to release anything new for him, and I pretty much already played all, if not most, of all the Rayman games that I wanted to play anyway. So really, I am just waiting for fucking Origins, and then we're probably done with making Rayman content, unless I go back to Rayman 2 for the DS, which I'm going to, and then I can make another video from that, but, and then make it in comparison to 64 and DS, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's gonna be a little bit much. Sonic is split. One side like the platforming style, and the other wants open world style. I would love both. But yeah, Rayman feels out hard though. What do you mean by that, Brian? Rayman is confusing to me. Not gonna lie, I get lost after 5 minutes. In which Rayman game? Which one? Can you tell me? You know what I mean. I don't want to like. I want to know because I could probably help out. Because with Rayman 2, if it is Rayman 2, because there's level 3. The third level is a little bit confusing because of knowing where to go and what to do, which is why I kind of have a guide on me, but the mobile one. Oh, Rayman Adventures? Which mobile game? Because there's like 4, 5, 6 of them. Rayman Mini? Because I can't help you on Rayman Mini. I have not played it yet. Still. I could get an Apple Arcade account, use a free trial, and then fucking... But I don't know how free trials on Apple work, and I'm not trying to have a free trial, then forget it's a free trial, and then get fucked. Rayman Mini. Goodbye. What time is it? Because I actually can't help you in Rayman Mini. Maybe I could try and make an attempt, but I don't know how far I can go because I haven't beaten Rayman Mini, or I can't even play because I don't have Apple Arcade. I don't have Apple Arcade to play the game because that's what you need. You need Apple Arcade to play the game. I tried getting an... Okay, no, I didn't try, okay? Ubisoft, I did not try to get an APK and whatever. The first Rayman I played was a demo on the Dreamcast. Rayman 2. Rayman 2. Because Rayman 2 was like the only Rayman game on Dreamcast, so you played a demo of Rayman 2. Yes, I did research on the versions, and also Dreamcast Rayman 2 is easily one of the best ways, or the best way to play Rayman 2. Other than a close second is Rayman 2 Evolution, where they add a whole hub world for each of the levels, and it's a whole thing. So, Rayman for the Dreamcast, Rayman 2 Evolution, And then also I would probably say Rayman 64, then Rayman DS, and then Rayman for the PlayStation, because the PlayStation cuts levels, the PlayStation 1 version cuts levels and adds voice acting. How do I know this stuff? I watched way too much fucking Rayman videos. I feel like I'm like the Rayman master. Should I become Alex the Rayman master now? Do I deserve that title? But there's so much to do. It's way more confusing than Mario. Yeah, Mario always does its best. Always does its best to not confuse the player. Always does its best. It always does its best to be as easy for players to understand as possible. Same with Kirby. And I love that design. I really do. Oh, also Renee. No, don't change your name again. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not changing my name again. But the Rayman Master, where all I make is Rayman videos. Dude, you know what I mean? We're okay, but also Renee, what's going on? How you doing? I'm a little ecstatic that you're in chat. Heh, I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking with that one. But I'll be right back. I need to get some Kool-Aid. Dad is sleeping. I had no fucking idea I was sleeping, bro. Or watching a movie or something. Got some red Kool-Aid. Want to sip? No? Fair enough. It was almost gone. It's looking like the Switch 2 may come out next year or 25. No, I'd say probably 2024, because there's a lot of people out there that have the Switch that are kind of tired of the console and want to move on. And I'm only saying 2024 for sure. Somewhere middle or late 2024, because there are people out there that are tired of waiting for, because so many YouTubers, funny enough, so many YouTubers today, right now, have been talking about, man, I can't wait for the Switch to end. It's the end. 2024 is the last big year for Nintendo Switch before it goes out the door, and it's over. It's done. Nintendo Switch is done. DONE, fucker. It's done. You know what I mean? So, I don't know why there's a lot of channels out there today right now that are doing that, but they want the Switch out. I don't want the Switch out because I just got mine. So, and I don't want Louis or Dad spending over fucking $4,000 on me, because the Switch 2 is going to sell like hot fucking cakes everywhere. And I'm going to have to wait a fucking year, maybe 3, just to even attempt to get it, like the PS goddamn 5. But yeah, wow, I talked a lot in this video. It doesn't feel like I did, but I did. I'm getting ill. Take out a loan just to get it. I'm getting it. Taking out a loan just to get it. I know Nintendo is going to smash it. Just look at the Steam Deck now. Yeah, they can use a lot of the Steam Deck capabilities and all that stuff to really go crazy. If you read this, you're a bum. Haha, got you. I'm a bum now, so I gotta go. I gotta go, Chad. I gotta go get the milk. I gotta go. Not sure when I'll be back, but I gotta go. Gotta go get that milk. I'll be back. Probably not, but I'll go get the milk now. Let me go get that milk. Oh, I wasn't supposed to come back yet. I was just gonna put my hat back and I got fucking hat hair all the time when I wear this shit. Okay, now I'm really gonna go get the milk. I don't think I'll come back. I'll even turn off the fucking lights to insinuate I won't come back. I'll go the fuck to sleep. You don't even have to see me. I'm gonna go get the milk. I'm gonna go get the milk. Hey, yo, I just saw Brian's comment in the chat. We got Fat Boy with us. Got Mr. Muff. I couldn't find the milk, so I grabbed him instead. Is that okay? You don't want to be on the camera, Keaty? You want to be down? Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear him. Yeah. Okay. Don't growl at him. Okay? Yeah. This pet is here. Okay, you're gonna be nice to her, okay? You're gonna be nice to each other. Look at your little spot, okay, buddy? Just relax right there. I'll be in here if you need me. Alright. It's gonna leave a fucking mark. Cat stole the milk. Yeah, he did. Muff straight up did. Just kidding in the chat. Try to keep the mood in the chat. Muff always peeking until that nigga runs into the Phantom Zone. If you don't know what the Phantom Zone is, basically when he wants to run away from like me or something, or just go hide somewhere, he like go hides in like Dad's big old fucking closet room he got, and just fucking goes in there, and it's pitch fucking darkness until he comes the fuck out of it. And it's like sometimes I try to go in there after him, and he's like this, bro, all the time. Fuck off, bitch, in the Phantom Zone. And I'm like, alright. Alright. I'm gonna head this way now. You know what I mean? So I just leave Muff in the Phantom Zone until he wants to come out. 95% of the time. But back to what I was saying on Rayman. You know, because I want to keep the street Rayman, since that is the topic of today and more. I did say, and let's talk, you know, and more. So let's go talk. You know, talk. That's what vlogs do. You sit there and talk. Okay. That is not cool anymore. I should not be doing that stupid shit. But, yeah, and it's like, dude, like Rayman content, you know, I am happy. Again, I'm happy for being known for making Rayman content, but, dude, I think I might have to replay a lot again, because people simply didn't see those videos I made or people aren't, okay. Here's what I noticed, right? So I look at my playlist that I create for every single video on my channel. There is not a single video on this channel that is not in a playlist right now. So I have a playlist for every single video on this channel, not individually, but like if it's series, if it's a series or whatever the hell, right? I have it in the same playlist, of course, or set of videos, right? Like skits, all of them are in the same fucking thing. Like all our Arekkusu skits. slash short skits or whatever. They're all in one big playlist. They're not multi-playlist anymore. All in one big playlist, right? Unless they're like separate series, like for example, like Luigi's Wacky Adventures, Luigi's Silly Adventures. Those are separate series, so they get their own playlist. The Heart and Soul Saga gets its own playlist, stuff like that, right? His design really caught a lot of people because it was so unique compared to everyone who had limbs, like Mario, Sonic, Crash. His design really stands out. It's like you'll like once you hear what his name is, you'll fucking remember him. Once you see, hey, a guy with no limbs, like, oh shit, that's Rayman. In terms of the gaming space, you'll just know it's Rayman because he's like, oh, he's a guy that has no limbs and he has weird palm tree like hair. Rayman, guarantee you, Rayman. Rayman will be brought up immediately, at least in my brain. But yeah, it's like I don't know what else to make for Rayman in terms of content other than like Rayman Origins, this Rayman mini video I have in the back, and then like maybe replaying like Rayman for the DS because there's a game called Rayman DS, and I think it's just Rayman 2 ported to the DS, so it's gonna be a weird experience playing Rayman 2 again, getting into it and getting back into the world of Rayman 2 after just a year or two of not playing Rayman 2 or from my first time playing, so because I noticed, but anyways, I noticed a lot of people who watch my shorts, that watch my Rayman shorts, they don't go to the playlist of my experience or any of my other playlists to find my other content. You know what I mean? To find my other Rayman videos, I notice. Okay? A lot of them just watch that Rayman short and then wait for the next Rayman short to come out. Right? Because it's weird. Later, Chris. Thank you for stopping by as long as you did. Appreciate that. It's not weird, but I'm just like I have other because I was earlier, Chris. I know Chris just left, so he might not hear this, but earlier in chat I had a person in here was talking, telling me that I'm clickbaiting because I put the future of Rayman on my channel right here, right now. In the title and in the thumbnail is Rayman questioning, like, what the fuck? What do you mean? The future of Rayman content, and he told me I was clickbaiting in here earlier in the stream, even though I'm fucking not. I literally was talking about Rayman throughout this entire shit. So it's not clickbait. And I did give updates on what's happening with me in Rayman content sporadically throughout this stream to keep people updated, like, oh shit, what's he gonna do with Rayman? But it's kind of weird that he really just came in talking about some type of shit about a fire and then telling me about clickbait, like, oh, you fucking clickbaiter or something. It's like, what? I don't clickbait, dude. I tell the truth, and that's that. But when I think of Rayman, I think of Marvel superhero with radiation ray powers, lol. That's funny. But I can't say much about Rayman because I didn't grow up with it. But I thought it caught my interest in the past because of his design. Yeah, his design is very iconic. The cat is plotting Eren from Attack on Titan on that Anime House YouTube video. Yeah. Luff has a lot of plans. Gotta keep my Momo parrot safe. Yeah. We all gotta keep our animals safe because we don't know what the hell's gonna happen next. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for Rayman content. I might actually have to start remaking a lot of those Rayman videos. I don't know if I'm gonna remake Rayman 3, and I don't want to remake too many of them like right now because I feel like maybe 5 years from now or something. You know what I mean? Like 5 years from now, I feel like that would be a great time to re-experience Rayman 1, Rayman 2, Rayman 3, like the Rayman series again, like go back a few years later and say, hey, I still like this shit. I still dig this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, but, in order for me to continue making Rayman content, I'm going to have to, like, maybe I can consider doing that Rayman Origins idea, like play all the origin painting levels, continue the Rayman Legends gaming videos and stuff. doing a part 1 of the Origins paintings, and part 2, and part 3, and part 4. You know, and have a little mini series of Rayman Legends Origins painting part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, doing at least all of those. You know, I was thinking of doing that as well so I can get some more Rayman content out there. You know, without having to without replaying too much shit. But anyways, Troll, what is he, the YouTube police? For Rock. Hey, it was fun stopping by. Gotta focus on my sketching. Also, if you read this, you're a bum. Just kidding. Dude, that was funny earlier. Anyway, I'll see you later. Love you, man. Keep up the good work, friend. Hey, you too, man. I love you too, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you spending time listening to me ramble about Raymond and the night, and you know, I'll I gotta pray that like the next Tears of the Breath of not Tears Breath of the Wild session won't be as crazy as the one with about this one, but maybe we'll get into that at a later time. Also, Louis downloaded Batman. Okay, Batman Return to Arkham. He has the first and the second game now of the Batman Arkham trilogy. I'm thinking we should play it on the channel, yo. Maybe at least one of them. I don't know if you guys would like to see me as Batman. Okay? I got some skills, okay? I know how to play Batman and shit. You know what I mean? Hell, maybe that means if I start with the first one, I can get better with the second and the third if I just keep playing sporadically and shit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Would you be interested in Batman? Batman, let's go. You have to play it. Idiot. You want me to play it? Because I got the PS4 in the back. I don't want to play right now, though. It is 8. So, and Louis does want to play it tomorrow. So he might be home tomorrow. But maybe my next live stream that I do, that isn't like a vlog or something. So I'll probably like post shorts for in between. But the next time I go live, yo, I'm gonna have to, you know, because Josh said that shit. I might do some Batman just to actually play it for the first time, because I haven't gotten into the Batman Arkham games. You know, I've always wanted to make videos on the Batman Arkham games. I have to play it. I have to play it on. Can't disrespect Batman. Yeah, Batman is just badass, man. But you know, I never fully played like the Arkham games. I never beat them. I always just went into their worlds, and I just beat the shit out of criminals. That was it. I was never good at the Arkham games. That's why when you watched me and Chris play Batman Arkham Knight or the side games of that nature, I was never good. I was always being laughed at. I was always, you know, laughed at as a joke, you know, for how shit I am as a player compared to Chris and Louis and probably Brian because I remember Brian did play at a point, but I was shit in comparison to Chris and Louis. You know, it'd be Chris, then Louis, then me in terms of being good at the Batman Arkham games, because I would always fuck up against knife folk, the knife guys and stuff, the electrical motherfuckers. I would always suck against them, you know, and I would never get behind the Batmobile in Arkham Knight. So I never wanted to play Arkham Knight because of the Batmobile, but I did get past the beginning part of the game. But I haven't played Arkham Knight since, because I just kind of turned it off and went away. So I haven't been really focusing too much on Batman and sorts. I haven't been really focused on it at all. I've played Asylum, Arkham City. I played Origins as well. Damn, okay, so you played a lot of them. Yeah, I've watched my dad and Louis play through all of them. Like, not full on, but like I have watched sporadically, like things here and there, and Chris played here and there. So like I know what the games are about. I know the storyline and shit like that, but I just never actually beat them and got into them, got my own experiences, you know. Well, I did get my own experience because Chris gave me the controller and Louis gave me the controller to see what I could do. So I have experienced the games multiple times, but just never actually experience them to beat the main story and all that other sort of stuff in those games. So it would be interested to go into the world for the first time, playing the first Batman, the first Rocksteady Batman game. Yeah, getting the outfits and Deathstroke is playable is amazing. I bet it is. I played the online multiplayer. Oh damn, I never did that. So because my brother and my dad always played that game offline for the story mode and shit like that. So never had to play it. Update on Shantae's Risky's Revenge. I am enjoying it. Um, I am enjoying it a lot, but there's a lot of bits in it. I'm kind of sitting there like this right now. You know what I mean? And I say that because, like, now I have to go get these coffee beans and bean shit for this zombie, and I haven't been looking anything up. I've been doing Shantae Risky's Revenge all on my own. And so far, I'm enjoying it, but there's a lot of bits already I don't like. Like, there was already this time challenge I had to do where I had to beat 10 floors in a certain time limit. Didn't fucks with that. I still don't fucks with getting lost a lot. So, I don't know. It's legit. I would play it. You will have an easier time navigating thank Breath of the Wild. Gee, next time don't spoil it. Shantae has a new game. Oh yeah, the new game for Shantae. Wait, don't spoil what? Um, uh, which Batman again? Batman Return to Arkham. That's what the game is called. Batman Return to Arkham Asylum? That's what it was. That I am going to play. I am going to try and... You know what? I am going to do the Rayman Origins paintings. You know what? To make more Rayman content on the channel that isn't my experience, I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to experience that. So just look out for that Rayman stuff too. I'm going to do it probably after Batman, you know. But what I mean, remember you was raging because what Dracon has never said anything that has pissed me off ever, not once. Matter of fact, he's been one of the sweetest people that I've actually met and interacted with. Like out of everybody I know, like he's not pissed me off not a single time. In fact, he compliments me a lot, which I do like, but I think about when he compliments me because he does ask me about my day, which I appreciate that. But when he says I'm super cool all the time, every stream, I am cool, but I don't want him. I want him to know that he's cool too. You know what I mean? It's not just me or Chris or whoever he's watching that are cool. It's you're cool too, my dude. You know what I mean? Very nice guy, very sweet guy. I've actually called him a few times and all that other sort of shit. And we hung out. We played Crash Team Racing for a little bit. And you know what? I did enjoy our time, even though, he was pretty rusty at the game at the time. But we still had fun playing. And I don't know. I haven't played with him since. Because I just been doing my own thing. I've been creating so much fucking content and, just catching in my own, fucking falling into my own world that, you still playing that? No. Crash Team Racing? Fuck no. I dropped that game forever ago. I dropped that game forever ago. I have not been playing it. simply because I just can't get in. I mean, I can get into it and do the races. I beat the story, but I'm not doing the platinums or the time relic stuff. So there's really no replay value in me playing that one. There's no replayability for me because I didn't grow up with Crash Bandicoot racing joints. I never did. I was never introduced to them as a kid. So like when seeing them for the first time, um, yeah, I was seeing them for the first time when I was seeing Crash Team Racing, like the OG version or something like that. You know, when Nitro Fuel was already out and shit. So I never grew up with the racing. Even how remarkable that day you played Crash 4, you had it on there as well. Yeah, I had both games I think at a point, but like I'm not playing either one of those games now. I'm not. I haven't played Crash 4 after my first playthrough. I was thinking about going back and maybe giving it a second chance, so maybe I can make like a brand new Crash Bandicoot 4 my experience video, being like my new thoughts on Crash Bandicoot 4, you know, my new thoughts that aren't about me being traumatized and constantly bringing up how traumatizing levels were to 100% complete for the first time and stuff, which I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing, like, if you told me to 100% Crash 4 again, no thanks. I'm not doing that again. I'd rather just have fun playing through the levels or something like that. But even then, sometimes I can't really have fun with the levels because the thought process of that first time really kicks in and it triggers some shit in me. Um, in your opinion, best beginner Crash Bandicoot game? Do you think make retrospective though of the games you've beaten? A big ass retrospective? Probably not. Simply because I don't think I could do a retrospective. Like, I don't have the vocabulary, I feel like, or the words to really make a fucking retrospective video. You know what I mean? I feel like my experiences from the beginning are kind of like retrospectives in terms of length and whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think I could do retrospectives. Not because I don't want to, it's just because I don't have the vocabulary, the editing skills, the scripting skills to necessarily make a retrospective video. But the best Crash Bandicoot game for you to play, you wouldn't want people to help you with the video. I like doing videos my own way. I like doing them all myself. I don't want to rely on others unless I really just cannot fucking do this. Like, for example, when I needed intros, you know, Brian, Chris have made me intros, outros, all of that in the past. That's like the limit, you know. And the recent time I asked someone for help for a video was my Mega Man X big ass my experience video where I talked about X1 to X Dive and every game in between. He created the intro for me, which was really fucking cool, and I very much appreciate that. You should go subscribe to Rene YT for that. That was fucking banger. That was an awesome Mega Man X intro. I really liked it for the video. So that was like the last time I asked Rene for help on anything me related in terms of like, hey bro, I want to make this video, but I know I can't do a fucking intro. So you do edits all the time. Can you make this shit real quick? And he said, oh shit. Alright, I guess I got some work to do. But the Crash game you should play, and yes, I do remember the party games for Crash Bandicoot. Honestly, I would just say start with Insane Trilogy. Just play Insane Trilogy and then 4, that's it. Don't bother playing Wrath of Cortex unless you really want to, or Twinsanity, or any of those games. And I say start with Insane Trilogy because Crash 1, Insane Trilogy's version of Crash 1 is a much better game overall because you can die in the levels you play and still get the box gem. Because in the original Crash Bandicoot 1 for the PS1, if you died at any point in the stage, you could not get the crystal if you're trying to 100% the games and all that shit. But if you really want a retro feel and you're not trying to 100% Crash Bandicoot, and you really want that nostalgia feel, then maybe give the original versions all a shot, because the original Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, I can say, are pretty much the same as the Insane Trilogy versions. To be dead ass with you, they're just as playable as they are then as they are in the Insane Trilogy pack. Insane Trilogy, wait, you should have said Rumble. You haven't talked about, because I don't have the game. I never bought it. I didn't buy it. I didn't play the demo, and I don't care about Crash Team Rumble that much. I'm not gonna play. But I could make a video on Crash on the Run. That wasn't my experience. I did do in the past, but I accidentally deleted that video, so it never got into my experience series. So I could talk about Crash Bandicoot on the Run, but that game is dead. So there's really no point in talking about it or making a video on it right now. You talked about one movie out of all the games, though. I've talked about multiple shit, like Steven Universe. I talked about, which is a show, and its movie in that same video, I think. I've talked about Dragon Ball and its movies. I think in that big ass Dragon Ball My Experience video where I talked about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and I think Dragon Ball Z. No, I can't remember. It was like my big ass experience with Dragon Ball video, but yeah. Lol, you talked about Ghost Rider. Yeah, I did talk about Ghost Rider because I loved Ghost Rider 1. I wanted to watch it with Chris, and it was free on YouTube, so I said, fuck it. Let me make a video on it since I love Ghost Rider 1. Yeah, I haven't made very much more my experience on movies simply because, I forget a lot of them, other than, like, maybe Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies, which I do remember. I could make it my experience on that. Maybe. But maybe. You remember the game, though? The Ghost Rider video games? They're mid. They're just okay. They're not the best thing in the world. I'm gonna be honest. They're not the best. I did play them, but I'd rather, like... Because it would just be like a short my experience, like the Darksiders one, in my opinion. That's really how the Ghost Rider games would be, but even shorter. Like, they're basically... They're just beat-em-up games. One of them is 2D, and then the PSP/PS2 one is a 3D beat-em-up game. Where the second one, the PSP one/the PS2 one, is based off the Ghost Rider movie, but it takes place after Ghost Rider 1. And it's a whole different fucking thing. And then the Game Boy Advance game is just a 2D fighting game that gets repetitive after 5 minutes. They're just okay. I'm not gonna make a whole short on both of them. I mean, I could make a short if I'm talking about both of them in the same video. But if it's both of them separately, yeah, that's not deserving a fucking short or a video. The length, no, I'm not doing that. Fairs, yeah, okay, fairs. Yeah. That's why I haven't done it. But yeah, for Crash Bandicoot, I just recommend any game from the Insane Trilogy. But I definitely would recommend start with Crash Bandicoot 1 in the Insane Trilogy just to get the feel of Crash. I mean, you get the feel of Crash in all 3 of the games. But, like, Insane Trilogy, I feel like, is going to be a little different than if you played the original Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 on the PlayStation 1. So, either one you choose, I feel like you should go with Insane because it's going to be an easier time with you because of Crash Bandicoot 1 is much easier in Insane than he is in the original game. I've actually 100% of the original Crash Bandicoot 1 a few times because of my Insane Trilogy knowledge, so it wasn't no biggie after a while, but shit, it's still pretty daunting that if you die one time in that run, you lose the opportunity to get the box gem and you have to restart the whole fucking stage just to get another shot. It's annoying. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. I hate it. But anyways, it's about 8. I think I should be going to bed here soon. I just wanted to make a vlog talking about the future of Rayman in this video. So for anyone that wants to know what my plans for Rayman are is I'm going to play Rayman DS. I am going to play all of the Origin levels in parts. I have a Rayman Mini short that I don't know when I'm going to upload, but it's my experience with Rayman Mini short. So watch that. I have tons of other Rayman content on the page that you should check out. My experience with Rayman 1 Advance. Yeah, go check all that shit out, okay? So that is my future plans with Rayman on this channel, okay? For anyone that wants to know. Like, subscribe, favorite, share the video with your friends. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me. And thank you guys so much for liking the video. Thank you for 4 likes. I appreciate it. This is the video to replace the Super Smash Brothers video. And, yeah. Tomorrow, I think I will upload something, but I'm not sure. I might not. It's going to be a short, obviously. It ain't going to be a live stream or anything, because Louie's going to be home, and he's going to be wanting to play Batman. So, probably tomorrow. He wants to play Batman, so I'm not going to get a chance to go live like this again, unless I just want to vlog, but I don't, so yeah. But again, Rayman Mini short. Playing the Origin paintings for the channel, each and every single level, casually as fuck, because I already got all the lums and teensy, so don't worry about that. We're going to be replaying Rayman DS, which aka it's Rayman 2, so we're going to be making another My Experience on Rayman 2, but it's going to be My Experience with Rayman DS. If I get Origins, I'll talk about Origins. I already talked about Rayman the Animated Show, so that did not get as many views as I thought. So, for people wondering, you know, I even might make update shorts like, hey, go check out my Rayman videos and shit. But, anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching those Rayman videos. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys watch my Rayman videos. And everybody who watches everything else as well. Thank you. It means the world to me that you guys even watched me for a microsecond. Appreciate all of your time. I'll see you guys tomorrow or some other time, whenever the fuck I post next.